Welcome to Gen X Files, the only podcast named that's exclusively about the X-Files. I'm Angel, and this is my first watch.
I'm Dash, and this is my third watch.
And I'm Melz, and this is also my third watch. And if you're listening, I want to believe you're a friend.
And tonight, one of us may not be who we say we are, and I've got a sneaking suspicion of who it is. Mom, have you ever been infected by a parasitic worm?
Not that I'm aware of.
But it could be.
It could be. It's a possibility.
Right now, even.
Even now.
I gotta call the hospital.
Check my skin.
You have had a number of medical maladies, but never that.
Not yet. And I hope I don't.
The closest thing that comes to mind is, didn't you have like a really bad spider bite and your face swelled up really, really huge or something?
Oh my God.
You know, I just saw on this commercial that you ate spiders in your sleep.
I've heard that.
Yeah.
And in your lifetime. And I woke up with a spider bite one time, and I woke up looking like a Who from the Grinch movie.
You did. You look like Cindy Lou Who on Christmas morning.
Yeah.
You know what you got to do? To combat that, you got to be even more metal and eat spiders when you're awake.
Yeah.
To show them who's boss.
Yeah, so the spiders' venom counteract each other.
Yeah.
Kind of like in this episode, huh?
Oh, I see what you did there. Nice.
Oh, so what's been keeping you up at night, Mom?
Well, right now it is still the ball games. I'm about to lose my freaking mind trying to figure out which grandkid I'm going to go see before the other one has a fit.
And this is an ongoing thing for like a long part of the year because they overlap and stuff, right?
Yes, but I'm at the tail end of it this week and next week, and then it'll be over.
And then someone else is going to join another sport and start another one in like 3 weeks, right?
Yeah, well, I also have to go to a play and...
Oh, then there's that stuff, too.
One of my grandsons is going from elementary school to middle school, so I gotta go to that thing.
And then Ray's gonna join a little league team, and you're gonna have to go to his games.
Yeah. I'm gonna buy him one of those great big giant plastic bats.
Yeah, you're gonna play out in the yard, bucko.
Yeah.
not traveling across cities and counties. You're going to do it right here in our backyard. Anything movie-wise, though, that you've been watching or series-wise, besides the X-Files, of course?
We watched 2 movies, and I can't remember what the first one was, but the last one we watched was the newest Karate Kid movie.
Okay, Karate Kid Legends or something?
Yeah, and it was okay. It had this one really cool move in it, but I was disappointed the movie wasn't longer. It felt like it was over just as soon as it started. It was really weird.
I think it's like barely an hour and a half, I think.
I guess.
We call those like nothing movies, where nothing really happens, and it's like, what was the point of this? Like, there are movies where nothing happens, really, like Dazed and Confused, that are still good.
Yeah, that's a nothing movie, but in a different way.
It's a hangout movie. It's like the ultimate hangout movie. Have you ever seen Dazed and Confused?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thanks to Ray, my husband.
It's one of my favorite movies. It's fantastic. It's Run It Back, which is, to me, I give that to movies that you immediately want to go back to the beginning after you're done watching it. As soon as they go on that road to get those Aerosmith tickets, you want to rewind it to the beginning and watch them show up at school the day before.
I'm trying to think what's one of the most recent Run It Backs that we've like uncovered. You know what I mean? The one that comes to mind is, what's that?
I wonder if
the
it's
Shack House or the Candy Shack. The teenage boys.
Oh, Snack Shack.
Snack Shack.
That's a good one. That is a Run It Back.
That we were immediately like, ooh, I want to watch that. That was amazing.
I thought you were going to say Rebel Ridge.
Rebel Ridge was another
good
one
where you're like, damn, I want to relive this again.
Yeah, we did too. We watched it together, and then like what? Not even a week later, we watched it with your dad.
Yeah, and I'm planting my flag in the ground. Aaron Pierre, the guy that plays the lead character in that movie, he would make a great James Bond. He is British, and you can see in that movie that he doesn't mind doing his own stunts, and he's the right height and the right age.
And he looked good. Mm-mm. Oh, yeah.
He would look good in the role for sure.
Yeah, and he looks good in a suit.
Yeah.
And he's got those piercing eyes.
That Karate Kid movie, it had Jackie Chan in it.
Yeah, yeah.
And
How old is Jackie Chan?
Oh, he's old now, honey.
Jeez,
He's showing
does he
some
do
gray.
anything?
He doesn't really do much in it,
well,
like
he's
I
old
thought
as
he
shit.
was.
Like action
Yeah,
stuff?
and I was like, oh man, this movie's gonna kick tail feathers.
He did. He
Oh,
didn't
God.
slide down a light pole with light bulbs bursting around his hands as he did.
Like
He
he
did
did in that Die Hard. No, not
It
Die
wasn't
Hard.
It was called like Police Story or something, maybe Police Story 2 or something like that. But there's this movie he made before he was really as big as he was, and he did his own stunts, and he jumped onto this pole that had a bunch of lights on it, and he slid down, and it was just bursting and cutting his hand up the whole way. The light bulbs were.
See, I feel stupid because I said Die Hard.
I probably saw it, but I don't remember it.
I'm
Well-
thinking of the one with Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker.
Rush Hour.
Rush Hour.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I was thinking of.
I think they're making a 4, or maybe they already did. I don't remember.
I'm so bad at remember the names of stuff, man. I can picture all sorts of things, but the names of stuff just...
And you know, I'm going to Japan in a couple of years. And so I was thinking, all right, man, I know that this history of Karate Kid and the show they started, some of it's in Okinawa, Japan. And did you know, none of the movies were in Okinawa. I can't remember, but I think it was number 3, either movie number 3 or show number 3 of Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
Had some Okinawa. I was going to go visit the movie sites.
Yeah.
Well, I might as well be touring somewhere around here in America for that.
Why?
Because that's
it
where they
wasn't
filmed it.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
it
They
was
filmed
made
it
in
they didn't
Okinawa.
film it there.
I thought, well, yeah, man, that's going to be so cool. No.
Dang. I would love to go to some of the James Bond filming locations,
Yeah.
or just a GoldenEye itself. That would be incredible.
That ought to be one of your goals.
Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't mind going to like there or
I've looked it
James
up.
Bond Island or Piz Gloria. Not Piss Gloria. That's a downtown leather bar that's into water sports.
Oh, my goodness.
I'll be
I don't
honest
know,
with
but
you.
it does sound like it. Piss Gloria.
I've looked up the prices.
Oh, yeah, it's
it's a
expensive.
very in the future goal.
Yeah, it's expensive. I would
man.
imagine.
It's
I mean-
several $1,000s.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
several $1,000s.
Visiting GoldenEye, which is they have a desk that Ian Fleming actually wrote a lot of the books at.
And that's the
It's
master
like-
bedroom.
It's like $5,000 a night.
I think it is. It's not like you just rent a room. You have to rent the house,
Yeah.
the island. You have to rent the whole thing.
Yeah,
So it's meant for groups.
yeah,
So I mean, it would be really cool if we could get together a group of people who like James Bond and just kind of try to eventually, maybe like 10 to 15 years down the road, like plan something out for like a week vacation with a group of people. Because you could take up to like 15 people.
Well, in 2027, maybe we'll go see GoldenEye, and you know, I don't know. 2027 is when Jack Harlow is supposed to purchase a cottage.
A cottage, that's
So
right.
it seems like a good year to try to go to GoldenEye.
Hey, Dash, we've been to a few wax museums. Was there a James Bond wax figure in any of them? I'm thinking there was, but I can't
There
remember.
might have been, especially because the last time we went would have been during the height of the Craig era, so probably of him, at least of Daniel Craig. But, what was I saying?
Golden something.
Yeah, you're talking about 2027, the cottage.
Oh, yeah. Have you ever heard a song called Rotten by Jack Harlow?
I don't think so.
Probably not.
If I have, I just don't realize it.
He says, I'm sorry, I'm going to say a wordy dirt here.
That's okay.
Oh, you're going to say a what?
A wordy dirt. That's how Mom says dirty word.
Oh.
But he says, I forget if this is the exact, this isn't verbatim, but he says, I was in the pussy and that shit had me astonished. In 2027, I'll be purchasing a cottage.
Oh, no, never heard it.
And that's just that, what?
He also says something about, he was smoking weed and it looked just like an Oddish, which is a Pokemon type that's plant-based. But anyway, why 2027? Why a cottage? He said this in a 2019 rap song, so...
He 8 years in the future. He was planning 8 years ahead.
If he doesn't buy a cottage, I'm going to be so sad. And it better be a big publicity thing, too, about it.
Yeah, you need to clip that line from the song and like every single day in 2027 you need to post on his Twitter or his Instagram or whatever.
You know what?
I might be like, when are you buying a cottage? When are you buying a cottage? Every day.
I might look into it, and if I think I can get away with it, I could possibly put a clip in right here.
In 2027, I'll be purchasing a cottage. I'll be purchasing a cottage.
And if you just heard that, then I did, and if not, then that's it's maybe funny. I don't know.
The latest song I've heard that my husband has found that I think is probably AI is something called Puddle Princess.
What the fuck? Is that the name of the band?
No, that's the name of the song.
What the fuck is it about?
Oh God, it's awful. I'll let you look it up after you go home.
Okay, but. What's been keeping you up at night, Melz?
Well, we've watched some movies.
We have watched some movies.
And there's one that I am going to tell everybody all about as soon as you reminded me of what it was. Oh my God, you're drawing a blank too?
What movie?
She's taking after me right about now.
No. The one you said you want to try to, you even mentioned it after we watched it. You said you can be the one to try to describe to our friends what happened in this movie.
Oh, Blood Freak.
Blood Freak.
We watched a movie called Blood Freak where a Vietnam vet, did you want to take it?
You told me you wanted me
to. Go ahead, you try.
Oh gosh. Okay,
friends, she's going to tell you about a movie.
Oh God, this movie was... First of all, absolutely awful.
Do you mind if I go get my drink while you're talking?
Go ahead.
I was going to pause it, but...
Yeah, go get your drink.
But they want the realism.
Yeah.
So, Blood Freak is about this guy. It starts off in like a weird way with like flirty stuff and like almost like a orgy drug house where there's like, but it's in like the 70s, so it's not... Yeah. That excessive. It's like, we're smoking pot.
Oh.
And apparently they're doing other stuff too, but you don't really know. But anyway, he ends up doing pot, even though, and the way they talk about it is like he's on hard drugs, but he's obviously, it's weed.
Yeah.
And then because he's on weed, he ends up saying yes to these scientists who work at a turkey farm to let them he could eat some experimented on turkey meat to see what would happen to him. And what happens to him is he grows a turkey head instead of a human head, and all of a sudden his head is a turkey. And he's addicted to human blood, and he kills women and some men, but mostly women, right after they do drugs.
Yeah, to get their...
He cuts their throats when they're hanging upside down and drinks their blood. And when I say his head is a turkey head...
It's paper mache.
It's paper mache.
Oh, my Lord.
It is. There's like a literal like feather boa around the neck area that they like, I guess, painted like black or dark gray or whatever to make it blend in. He doesn't talk, and his face... The turkey face doesn't...
Yeah, he says, gobble, gobble.
It doesn't move really or do much.
Hilarious.
Oh my God. But then, wait a minute. This was all a drug-induced dream.
Oh.
But it's most of the movie.
Yeah.
Holy smoke.
Spoiler alert, I guess, for this fucking movie.
There's a scene where they're like, oh my God, he's having a seizure. We got to dump him in the woods. The scientists that were making the turkey meat. And they put him out in the woods, and he's doing this.
And it's just...
he looks like a kid throwing a fit in a Walmart. And then they come back hours later and he's still doing it in the dark.
Oh my Lord.
No.
But yeah, we watched that and then
and then he found Jesus at the end.
We watched a couple of crappers because in addition to that, we watched Rage with, I forget the British actor's name, but it's the one where he's a second grade teacher that also gets experimented on.
Yes, 1995. To be clear on what movie we're speaking of, because when you search Rage movie, there's like 90 of them.
Same.
So you have to do 1995. And what's his name again? The main actor from that one? The guy?
I do not know. I mean, the character's name is Alex Gaynor, and we know that he does not do business as usual.
Alex Gaynor does not do business as usual.
Oh, he's up to something apparently.
So it's supposedly about him getting experimented on and becoming like a rage killer maniac or something, but like he's not really.
My favorite scene from that movie is he got a ride from a trucker after escaping from the cops, and he's like, oh, he looks like he's cracked out, like his eyes are sunken in and black, and he's pale and sweaty. I guess from a reaction to the drugs they gave him.
Sweaty balls.
Sweaty balls. You want to taste my sweaty balls?
No.
But,
no, I don't.
Oh, have you ever seen that?
We've talked about it
It's
before,
an old SNL skit from the early 2000s or the 90s, maybe even. But anyway,
he's Chris Farley.
No,
I imagine him saying
it's
something.
Alec Baldwin. Yeah, I wanted to say Guinness. That's the guy that played Obi-Wan Kenobi, not him. But anyway, the guy that's giving him a ride notices that the cops are after him, and he's like, "Oh, you got to get out of here, man!" And so he pulls a gun on him, and the guy jumps out of his own truck and stuff. And there's this one guy who like commandeers. He's with Border Patrol apparently, and he commandeers a school bus. And they're like, "You gotta get him. You gotta take him down." He's like, "All right." So he starts driving. He's driving the opposite direction at the guy in the truck, the main character of the movie. And the main character of the movie gets on top of the truck. He like locks the steering wheel in place and jams the gas down. And they're just heading straight at each other. And the guy in the bus is just like, "All right, you want to play? You're gonna see who you're fucking with now." And then he just drives straight into the fucking tanker truck that had, like, apparently gas attached to it or something.
Oh, my God.
And then he just blows up. Why did he do that? He killed himself.
Just to prove a point that he was more badass or something?
I guess.
He wanted to win that game of chicken, huh?
And I guess he did. Well, he lost, really.
Yeah, he lost.
Everybody loses in that game.
I mean, he didn't chicken out.
No, he didn't chicken out.
He didn't chicken out.
But you guys want to talk about a cold episode?
Is it Ice Ice Baby?
It's Ice Ice Baby.
It's a place that
I
don't know if I ever really want to visit.
No, I wouldn't want to visit there either. It seems a little cold. But let's see. This episode aired on, I gotta pull it up. I think it was November 5th. What were you doing on November 5th, 1993, Mom?
Oh, November 5th.
After the last one, so.
Making, my mom probably called me up and said, "We're doing this and this and this and this for Thanksgiving. What are you bringing?" And then I'd have to say, "Oh, let me see what so-and-so's bringing." And then go from there. And we would go to my great-grandmother's house, and her nickname was Muzzy. So,
which is also your dog's name now.
Yeah, also my dog's name now.
Muzzy is 15 years old. She's a Boston Terrier, and she can barely see or hear. But she's plugging along, I guess.
She's still very playful. She still wants you to play tug-of-war with her and stuff.
Yeah.
And her and Foxy play
She's
really
young
nice.
at heart.
Yes, young at heart.
Yeah.
She does. You could tell she gets irritated with Foxy, though. After about 20 minutes of Foxy being like, "Yeah, let's play," and having so much energy, Muzzy's like, "Okay, let's calm down now. I'm going to take a nap."
I've discovered at the dog park 30 minutes is her limit.
Yeah, she's like, "Let's go home."
Yeah.
I'm ready to go home and take a long nap.
As far as I can tell, I don't think we haven't reached Foxy's limit.
No, Foxy can play and play and play and
Foxy,
play and
there
play.
is no limit.
She'll get tired eventually.
Yeah, she would eventually, but like we were there for like, I think, 2.5 hours that one time.
And she was still ready to go.
Still ready to be playing and jumping around.
But she left when we wanted to. She was very nice about it.
She's very good. Yeah, she comes right to us and she lets us take her out and stuff.
She's a good girl.
She really is. And she's learning tricks. We need to pick a new trick to teach her.
We do. So you were probably getting ready for Thanksgiving then.
Yes.
So there are a lot of people in this episode. I think I'm going to have a semi-regular front-loaded segment kind of called Guest Stargazing. Guest Stargazing.
Okay.
And basically we'll talk about the guest stars that are in the episode, because holy shit, there's like a bunch of notable people in this episode.
Mm-hmm.
So, obviously, the main cast and everything. And then, also, we have Felicity Huffman from, she was on Desperate Housewives, I think.
Oh, yeah, I watched that for a while.
Yeah, she was in, like, Desperate Housewives and, like, just a whole bunch of stuff. The Good Doctor, BoJack Horseman.
She's like not necessarily like a known name, but like a recognizable name.
Yeah, when I saw her name in the credits, I was like, oh, Felicity Huffman. I couldn't tell you who she was, but...
You were like, yeah, I know that name.
Yeah. Also, the guy that plays, is this guy anybody? I don't even know.
Is this guy anybody?
No.
I would
Who
say
are
that
you,
everybody
guy?
is somebody.
The guy that played Denny, he's not really anybody, like, notable. The guy that's listening to the, tapes, the old tapes of the old shows.
Really? He's definitely someone notable.
Did you say Benny or Lenny?
Denny.
Denny.
Oh.
Yeah. Benny, Lenny, and Denny. That's like Donald Duck's three.
Huey, Dewey, and Louie.
Huey, Dewey, and Louie, Benny, Lenny, and Denny. Oh, God. Ken Kersinger plays, who I affectionately refer to as Shirtless Boy in this episode. The guy in the beginning.
Oh, yeah.
He plays... I wouldn't have recognized him except for he was in Crystal Lake Memories, because he, in the role that he's most known for, I think, that I would know him from at least, is Jason from Freddy vs. Jason in 2003. So you don't see his face. He's Jason with a hockey mask, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's in this, and that's like 10 years before Freddy vs. Jason came out. And, of course, Dr. Hodge is played by Xander Berkeley, who I know as John Connor's foster dad in Terminator 2.
Oh,
the one
he
that,
dies.
Yeah, he's drinking the milk and he gets the metal finger through his mouth and dies.
Oh.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
quite a lot of guest stars in this movie. And then there's the guy who played Bear. I don't know. He has a face that he reminds me of some people.
Yeah, he reminds me of some people.
Did Bear remind you of anybody, Mom?
A werewolf.
The pilot? A werewolf?
Oh, no, I'm thinking about the other guy. I forgot about Bear. No, I couldn't think of anything.
He looked to me like Steven. Is it Steven or is it Steve Tyler? It's Steve Tyler, right?
Oh, Steve Tyler.
Or is it Steven Tyler from Aerosmith?
Yeah.
You know, the lead singer?
Uh-huh.
And
yeah,
he
he's
also
got a very, very, like, shaggy, long-haired, skinny, probably did a lot of drugs in the 80s look about him.
Yeah, he definitely looks like he's done some fucked up drugs.
Yeah, yeah.
He also reminded me of Heath Ledger from Lords of Dogtown.
Just with brown hair instead of blonde hair?
I think his name is Skip in there, I believe. He, like, runs the Zephyr shop or something. It's been years since I've seen him.
It's like, you know his house is dirty.
Oh, for sure.
He's got cockroaches in his house.
like
Maybe not excessive.
He's
but...
got, like, muddy work boots. Like, I mean, he probably lives in Alaska, right? So he's got, like, snow-covered, dirt-covered work boots. He just sits on his couch. Cigarette burns everywhere.
Yeah, like, he definitely lives in, like, a kind of shit. Like, it's a place and it's kept warm and stuff, but, like, it's filthy.
Broken jars everywhere.
Yeah. He probably showers a quarter of as often as he probably should. You know?
He probably showers a quarter of his body at the time. Time to get the bottom left quadrant.
Oh, God.
And, God, see, I need to write this down, friends, because I'm, okay. The director...
You write everything else down.
I know. The director of this episode, Mom, was David Nutter.
Nutter butter. Or some other kind of nutter.
You think he walks into gas stations and picks out a Nutter Butter and says, "Can I just have this? It has my name on it."
Yeah.
What do you think? Got your name on it? Yeah, it does.
And it was I was about to say it was Glitton. It was written by Glenn Morgan and James Wong.
And James Wong, we know.
Yes.
He's never Wong.
He's never Wong.
If you looked at his list of things, maybe he is.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know what else he's
maybe
done.
He's
I mean,
Wong.
they've always been in the X-Files credits in like different roles and stuff. So
yeah, they're part of the X-Files, like.
Yeah, they're part of
crew.
the main crew and shit.
But when you click on James Wong, what does it give you?
Let me see. The One with Jet Li, where he has to fight different versions of himself. Unfortunately, he directed 102 episodes of American Horror Story.
No, you only say unfortunately if you know which ones, because some of those.
If
were
he
good.
directed that many, if he produced, not directed, I meant to say produced. If he produced that many, he'd produce some shitty ones.
Yeah, because there's a couple of seasons of American Horror Story.
What did he direct?
That literally just made us mad. The New York one, I can't remember what number it is. That is the most disgustingly horrible fucking movie ever.
Which one was it?
James Wong directed Dragon Ball Evolution, considered by many people to be one of the worst films of all time, certainly one of the worst adaptations of all time. With literally. Justin fucking Chatwin playing Jimmy Steve from Shameless playing fucking Goku.
In so many ways, it makes literally no sense at all. Trust when we say, friends, it's a bad movie. Not a so bad it's good type movie. It's just bad.
It's really, really shitty, yeah. But do you want to get into the episode?
No.
Okay, we'll go home.
How many times are we going to do that?
But instead of that, we're actually going to open up in icy Cape, Alaska, 250 miles north of the Arctic Circle. What the fuck? I didn't know that Alaska went the fuck up that far.
I
thought it was Antarctica up there, or
okay. So when you picture Alaska as in geographically with a shape and a map,
yeah,
you picture. I'm just guessing here. You can see the shape of America in your head,
yeah,
and then you see the little Alaska and the little Hawaii over here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's not how big Alaska is.
Well, yeah, I know how big it is, and it's also off of Canada.
A lot of people don't. I've heard many people, but I didn't realize Alaska was that big. I thought it was like a little bigger than Hawaii.
It's like
it's like it's like half of the United States.
I was going to say an eighth. I know it's really big. It's big. It's way bigger than Texas, even.
Yeah, it's really, really big.
Also, the thing about Alaska is, I mean, how much of that is actually inhabitable?
Like, maybe a 16th of it or something like that.
Yeah, because we were actually looking it up for some reason, because we were in Atlanta recently, and we were looking up the square mileage of that, and, Alaska has, 4 of the biggest cities in the United States. They're, 2,000, square miles, but how much of that is just ice?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't have, do they have, skyscrapers in Alaska? Certainly the lower parts,
They definitely have big cities in Alaska. So they definitely have, city-type places like that. But I imagine with the cold temperature... Well, maybe this is dumb. But I imagine you wouldn't want to put really, really, really tall buildings in a place where it's already super, super cold.
Yeah.
To have the top of the buildings way up there. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe not.
But we are looking at the Arctic Ice Core project, and we cut inside, and a thermometer on the wall tells us it's around negative 33 degrees in here. And straight up, fuck that shit. I'm not.
I'm assuming that was the outside temperature, not the inside temperature.
No, because remember
they were sweating inside.
Oh yeah, were they?
Okay. He said the heat was broken later. They said the heat was broken, and that's why it's up. So that's why it was so hot.
Yeah, I think...
that's temperature. It's really, really cold outside and really, really hot inside is what's going on.
It's either really cold or really hot inside. They need...
And either way, fuck it.
They need more blankets and less blankets.
If you get that reference... Oh... I think you're right.
I'm afraid you're right.
Oh, I couldn't think of that word.
You get points for trying.
I'm afraid you're right.
Yeah, Dewey Cox, great movie. But we see a dog seemingly searching for food in an overturned bin while he whines, so we know that, he's not been fed in a while, so we start to see, something's not right here, just from the offset with a dog looking around in the trash for food. And we follow the dog, and while we're following the dog, the camera pans over, and we see a couple of dead folks.
Yep.
It looks like one guy definitely... We see an arm hanging out, but at first we see one guy that definitely has...
either a shot in the head or a shot in the chest?
It was a shot through his skull, it looked like.
Yeah.
But...
definitely died.
Yeah. And from there we pan over to an angry, shirtless man splattered in blood and sweat. What?
I just want to say, it looks like somebody took a ketchup bottle and said, squirt, squirt, over on both pecs.
Yeah, it's kind of what it looked like.
He's like, look, man, you got some very edible nipples.
You got some ketchup pecks.
Ketchup packets.
Ketchup packets.
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe he's got some kind of weird deformity. You squeeze his titty and ketchup comes out. He's like, hold on, baby, I got it for you. Oh, I got your fries. But he is carrying 2 guns, so that's not great. A shirtless, bloody guy, sweaty, and carrying 2 guns. And he flips on some equipment and sits down, exhausted. And he starts saying, "We are not who we are. It goes no further than this." But suddenly, our shirtless friend is pulled out of the chair by a man in a flannel who chokes him. A brutal struggle ensues, with the shirtless guy eventually getting the upper hand. He turns and goes for a gun, but when he spins back around, Flannel Guy has a gun of his own. They end this standoff in the weirdest way possible.
I know.
Wordlessly agreeing to commit suicide. They're just like, they felt the suicidal vibe in the air, I guess.
Yeah, they're literally guns pointing at each other, and then one of them, I can't remember which one, slowly starts
Shirtless
to just
guy.
point the gun towards his own head. And while he's doing that, he's looking at the other guy, giving him like a look.
They're looking into each other's eyes very longingly for a long damn time. In this
Yeah,
thing.
and the other one just slowly does it too. And then we cut away, of course, and then we hear 2 shots.
Between this, Freddy versus Jason and Camp Crystal Lake, only one of those movies has a character. Well, it's not a character, but in only one of those movies, Ken Kersinger has a line because he doesn't say anything here, and Jason definitely doesn't talk.
Yeah.
So
that's crazy.
Yeah. But we cut outside to the snowstorm as we hear 2 gunshots in the distance. Talk about a cold open.
Ha 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 ha. Did you like that, friends?
I hope they did. It took me 3 hours to figure out how to word it.
Like, what's his face in Big Fish?
Yeah.
I've been working on this poem for 10 years. It's like 3 lines.
It's 12 years. It's 4 years per line.
Oh.
What is it? Grass so green, sky so blue. I love Spectre.
How about you?
That's what it should have been, is how about you, or
but
so
there's
will
not
you.
the last line. It's just those 3.
Anyway, we get the credits and we open back up on a grainy video of the crew from the project looking happy. They're celebrating being the new record holders for deep ice drilling, I guess.
Yes.
To each their own, if you want to be happy about that. I mean, I understand it's scientific discovery and all that, but
yeah.
Mulder pauses the video to bring Scully up to speed. He tells her this is the Arctic Ice Core project. They were sent by DARPA to Alaska about a year ago to drill. They discovered stuff like chemicals and trapped gas, stuff that could inform them about the climate of early man. Their work was almost completed, no hiccups to speak of, until a week after the last video, when another transmission was received. This one, the one we saw, our shirtless friend... This one, the one we saw our shirtless friend record in the cold open.
The close-up face, we're not who we are thing.
Yeah.
You know, I thought of something.
What's up?
Is this where the Metal Gear base was built?
They burned it down and built a base there 5 years later.
Because you just said DARPA again, and it made me think about it, because...
The DARPA chief.
The DARPA chief. And it's in Alaska, and it's like way up there in Alaska, apparently. It's just connection.
Solid Snake.
Oh, speaking of Solid Snake. Oh, well, this comes later in this show. But whenever Mulder is undressing, he says it's very cold out here, by the way.
I know, it's so good.
His snake wasn't very solid.
No, it wasn't. I had to say it while I was thinking of it.
Snake.
He had a liquid snake situation.
Oh my god.
This isn't prime dick, okay?
This isn't prime dick. This is cold dick. Cut me some slack.
Anyway, the feed cuts right as Flannel Guy pulls him out of the chair. No one knows what happened because the weather has prevented anyone from checking it out. So naturally, Scully and Mulder have been picked to go out there?
No. I think, it doesn't clarify at all in the episode, but I think Mulder just volunteered.
You think? He's like,
flat
I'll
out,
do
yeah.
it.
He's like, oh, this is weird. I want to go.
You know what? You kind of saying that makes me have another thought. Maybe they were sending them out here hoping they'd get trapped up there. Like, fucking, I mean, they hate the X-Files that they're a thing, you know?
Let's get rid of Mulder for a while.
Yeah.
But as we know, there's reasons Mulder needs to stay around. Later, we figure out. But I think he realized they were ice... Drilling, okay. And they're going down as deep as like anyone's ever gone before, so he thinks they might find something crazy, I think is what his thoughts are.
Yeah.
But they don't ever really clarify that.
They also say they're leaving at noon today, which, like, fuck you. I feel like they should have given them a little more notice than that, right? I mean,
yeah, like it's what, like 9 a.m. when they're having this conversation? They're leaving in 3
it's
hours.
already daylight outside. So.
Yeah, they're at work. It's already after 8 for sure.
I mean, you could fuck off telling me I'm gonna have to go to Alaska and I've got like 3 hours to pack.
And I'm gonna be gone for an undetermined amount of time, at least a few days.
Yeah.
Apparently.
But this is where Mulder lays out the game plan. They're meeting with 3 scientists who are familiar with the project, then heading up to the icy cape. They have a 3-day window between bad weather patches. And the agents arrive at the meeting spot and are greeted by a weird little geology professor out of San Diego named Denny Murphy.
He's a goofy guy.
Yeah, he's listening to old football games on his Walkman, I guess.
Yeah, back then. Yeah, I guess Walkman.
And the episode never really tells you, these 2 scientists, which one is which. But I did use, I mean, you can kind of figure it out later. But at first, you don't really know which one is which when they introduce Dr. De Silva, who's the woman, and Dr. Hodge, who's a man, or Hodges. I'm not sure if it's Hodge or Hodges. I forget.
I think it's Hodges.
I think so. I think you're right. But Hodges asks for everyone to show their identification to make sure they are who they say they are. So this guy's like a little bit paranoid, you know. Maybe this isn't the best episode for him to be on, but anyway.
Do we know that the guy listening to the ball games, his name is Eddie Murphy? And
What?
His name is Eddie Murphy.
It's Denny.
It's Denny Murphy.
Oh, I'm so sad because I was gonna say he looks white to me. Damn it!
He is definitely white. But no, when he first said that, my first thought was, oh, that his name sounds a lot like Eddie Murphy.
Dang it! Okay,
but
would have been so fun.
It was kind of telling when he showed up in that red latex jumpsuit.
But no, and you don't have this down either. When they're showing their IDs. Everybody, the doctors and Scully, all like hand their IDs to each other and like show each other to their faces their IDs. And Mulder just holds his up next to his face, kind of far away from everyone, and says, "Yep, here's my ID," and then puts it away real quick. That was so. If I was there, I'd be like, "That's weird. Can I look at it?"
Right.
Yeah.
Oh. It's like, is that a fake? He lost his real one. It's a fake one.
It's just the picture from the Simpsons episode that has Mulder in it. After everyone parades their ID around, they discuss why they're going there. And we learn what field of science each one is in. Dr. Silva is a toxicologist. Hodges is a doctor, a medical doctor. And Denny is a geologist. Another vehicle pulls up, and this is where we meet my favorite character of the episode, Bear, and he's a pilot. He'll be taking the crew to the icy cape, and he refuses to show credentials.
He's hilarious about it. He's like, "Can we see your credentials or your ID or whatever the heck they say?" And he was like, my ID is that I'm the only pilot who's willing to take you there, so you better hop on in.
Yeah.
Or whatever he says. And you're just like, oh. And this guy, like we said, he's done some drugs. He has done some drugs.
Definitely the character, at least. Like, he seems... everybody that's going here, like Hodges and Mulder and Bear, they're all paranoid. This would be a nightmare blunt rotation. Everybody would just be accusing each other of being an alien or some shit.
He reminds me of another actor so much, and my brain is not letting me figure out who it is.
Is it not Steven Tyler or Heath Ledger?
Both of those are good, but there's someone else who's actually better.
Is it the guy that plays the werewolf that with the knives that comes out of his hands.
Oh, Wolverine?
Hugh Jackman?
Yeah, Wolverine, Hugh Jackman. There you go.
Nah.
Guys, if you don't remember, I am kind of ditzy and I have a bad memory.
She said,
Yeah,
Wolf
friends,
Man.
you'll learn that my mom has a bad memory. Like, for instance, both of us went, I recounted all the ins and outs of Returnal, and Mom recounted gouging someone's eyes out. Now we're bringing it up again. So,
twice you meant to add to that sentence, I think.
probably.
Yeah.
But they reach the project facility and find it to be a chaotic mess of bloodshed and bodies, and it's freezing in here. Mulder finds where they keep the ice cores they've collected. The geologist, Denny, says he's going to save one of the samples to keep it from melting.
Yeah.
And Mulder and the other woman find the generator room. Mulder is able to get the power on, but is bum rushed by a dog that knocks him to the ground.
Uh-huh.
This is hilarious.
And the first thing I say is they better not kill that dog in this show.
Uh-huh. There's we saw this recently, there's like a website or a thing where you can make sure there's no dog deaths in movies before you watch them,
it's
just
called
in case.
Does the Dog Survive or Does the Dog Die or something. It's
Yeah. Because I swear, especially if you're watching something where you know people are probably going to die, and you see a pet, and you're just like, oh, they better not kill that dog.
Yes.
I don't care if those kids die. I don't care if those adults die.
That's how I was.
I don't care, but the dog, man.
But luckily, Mulder doesn't have to kill the dog because he has a snowshoe to protect himself with. The pilot, Bear, however, is empty-handed, and he gets a bite on his arm for trying to help out.
The way, I can't remember if it's right when the dog first attacks him or whatever, but the way Mulder screams like a little girl. He goes, ah!
I think that's how you always scream.
It's a very manly scream, okay?
Yeah, it's totally very manly.
But the doctor says, Hodges.
Yeah, they're all doctors, aren't they?
Well, yeah. But
literally. Except for Mulder.
Doctor,
And the pilot.
Mulder's a doctor of chillology, okay?
He likes to chill the fuck out.
But Hodges says it doesn't appear like the dog has rabies, but the strange thing is the dog has symptoms of the bubonic plague, apparently. Swollen lymph nodes and black nodules on the skin. Scully also finds what looks to be a rash on the dog's neck. Do you know what this rash is, Mom? Did you have any guesses?
Mange?
Mange.
Because it's on a dog, yeah.
Yeah, that does make sense.
But then, what happens next?
You see, there is obviously something moving under the dog's skin.
Yeah, it's so... it's seeing it move. And you know it's fake and stuff, like movie magic or whatever. But it still gives me the heebie-jeebies when I see it. It's like,
First thing I thought of was that movie Alien.
Yeah, and they cut to Scully's face, and she kind of has an underwhelming reaction to it. She's like, oh, hey, cool.
There's something in the skin. Let's find out.
But we follow Bear into the bathroom, which is probably his favorite place to be. As we'll find out because of his obsession with an item later in this episode. But he's patching himself up when he suddenly falls back onto the toilet. And he takes his shirt off and notices he now has the same black bumps the dog has.
Uh-huh.
And we get a close-up of Bear looking freaked out in the mirror, and he really, really looks like Steven Tyler here.
Yeah.
And I wrote, he looks like Steven Tyler if he was played by Matt Dillon. I don't know if, like I said, I see Heath Ledger
Dillon.
Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. But Scully has autopsied the bodies, and it looks like they murdered each other, except for Shirtless Boy and Flannel Man, who killed themselves. Bear is really interested in if any of the bodies had the black spots the dog had. They didn't. The doctor had another look at the dog, and now the black spots are gone, though, so...
So that doesn't make no sense.
And
you know what?
This is... What?
Did we ever learn why the black spots disappear? We don't.
No, it's just kind of a medical thing, I guess.
I
Okay.
think it's because the worm left, right? No, it didn't.
No,
because
it didn't.
they put the another worm in later.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm not... I guess it's just like a symptom that shows up.
It's
Yeah.
like the swollen... Well, what is... Okay, doctor, medical question. What is the reason for lymph nodes to get swollen? Like physically in your body, why do lymph nodes get swollen?
Well, it can be something major or something minor. It could be like infection, maybe you got infection somewhere, or it could mean cancer.
Or it could mean a worm in your body.
Or something in between.
Oh, dun, dun,
Dun,
dun.
dun, dun. That was perfect.
But this is when Bear starts dragging a body down the hall, and I was like, I guess it's the dogs. I'm not sure what he's doing here. In the background,
he's moving the bodies. They're putting all the dead bodies that they found.
Yeah, in one.
The original people that came here to investigate.
That's right.
They're moving them all into that side room or whatever. And he's like not a doctor of any sort, so he's kind of getting the grunt labor, I imagine.
Yeah, I guess so. But Mulder finds a satellite photo to show Denny, and Denny looks it over. It says the ice sheet is 3,000 meters deep, but the data from the team says they found the ice sheet to actually be twice that depth. Denny says it looks like they were drilling inside of a meteor crater.
Ooh.
But we're interrupted from that by the doctor yelling at Scully, telling her she's wrong. What an asshole.
He is being an asshole.
What a dick.
He's like, no, it can't be. I did the test 5 times or whatever.
But Scully says she's sure, that she took a couple of samples. And apparently Shirtless Boy's blood had ammonium hydroxide in it. Hodges says that's impossible. And
I don't know a lot about doctor stuff, but yeah, that sounds...
Yeah,
that sounds highly unlikely to me for some reason.
It sounds like that would kill you.
Yeah,
I don't know anything about chemistry, but I'm pretty sure ammonium is not supposed to be in your blood.
Yeah, I mean, just smelling it is harsh.
You're telling me he was walking around with piss blood? He had ammonia in his blood? He had piss blood? Anyway, I don't know. Then Denny says he knows where it came from. He says it comes from the ice. In the ice core he examined, there was more ammonia than water. He says that's just not possible on Earth, which makes Mulder a bit excited.
Oh, yeah. He gets a little chub in there, doesn't he?
And Mulder looks through Denny's microscope and sees like a silverfish / worm thing. It's like it
kind of reminds me of a sperm.
Yeah.
But the back half of it is like bones instead of body.
Yeah, it's a really bony sperm.
Yeah, it's a bony sperm.
You got to get that deboned sperm.
Yeah.
And Scully says that bony sperm was in Shirtless's blood too. She posits it could be the larval stage of something larger. And Hodges counters by saying nothing could survive 250,000 years at temperatures that low, but Mulder's not so sure.
I mean, they did though. So they are.
Yeah.
We have them.
But fuck all that shit, because Bear interrupts saying, "Who cares? You said they killed themselves, Scully."
So let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. And Hodges agrees with his sentiment of getting the fuck out of there.
But he's sick, and he wants to get the fuck out of here because he's sick.
Bear, not Hodges.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
And Hodges says that they could have the bodies examined properly if they, left out of here. And he flips Scully the bird as he scratches his nose when he says it. I'm just kidding. But Mulder points...
That's the sentiment.
Yeah. Mulder points out if they're infected anyway, they can't take them back. They would need to quarantine themselves first.
Yeah.
And De Silva brings up how Bear was bitten by the infected dog, and Bear freaks out, yelling about how Mulder was attacked too.
Yeah.
And like he's visibly like extra sweaty and looks paranoid and is acting a little erratic or sporadic or whatever. You could obviously tell. But they're just like, oh, and then he freaks, and they're like, oh my god, it's crazy.
He's sporadically acting erratically, is what you mean.
Oh.
And sometimes he's acting erotically.
Oh.
Yes, there's a few times the look he gives Mulder, you know?
I mean, who can't help but give Mulder that look?
I know.
But, where was I? Hold on.
Quarantine.
Oh, Bear freaks out, yelling about how Mulder was attacked too. And Scully says they need to test themselves for infection, which apparently blood is not enough. Scully needs their poop.
Yeah, stool.
I was like, what? And they have poop in this jar.
But I thought about it, if you had like some kind of worm
in
your body, you would need stool samples to test.
If you'd passed it.
I guess. I feel like blood would let you know what's in your body, right?
You'd think so. I mean, I'm not exactly sure how the different systems work.
I couldn't tell you what the reason is. I don't think I've ever had to give a stool sample for anything ever, but I have had to collect a stool sample from a baby.
Oh.
You know what I mean? A few times for a test of some sort.
Have you ever had to give a stool sample, Mom?
Yes. But it was when I was a kid. It's because I guess they were trying to see if I was passing blood because I had low iron.
Okay.
Okay, that makes sense.
You need to get in the gym and start pumping some iron.
Yeah, man.
But this is when we get a fantastic little scene with Bear grabbing a jar intended for feces and throwing it at the wall, saying, "I ain't dropping my cargo for no one."
Oh my
And
God.
I just, in the writer's room, I pictured them writing that line for Bear. And do you know the Gonna Fire writing meme, Mom?
No, I don't.
You might recognize it. It's this right here.
Oh, I've never seen it.
He's like writing and flames are jutting out for the paper. That's what happens when the writers wrote, "I'm not dropping my cargo for no one."
Yeah, I wonder if they had a big debate on what word was gonna go there.
In my notes it says, "I ain't shitting in a jar for nobody."
Yeah, that's pretty much what he said.
Refuses the premise.
Well, it's weird because he picks up the jar like they forced him to take it, and then just turns around and throws it.
Yeah.
Just don't pick up the jar, or if you don't want anyone to give their samples, break all the jars.
I'll tell you why he broke the jar. I think shitting is a very spiritual thing for Bear. I think it's a very personal spiritual thing, and I think that's why he is upset by this. Like, it's like, this is like my religion, man, and you're asking me to do it in front of you. And so, I think he's a shit shaman.
That makes sense.
Yeah. It's a very personal matter to him and about his shit. But he
really gives a shit.
He gives a shit. But Mel's got it right. He gives a shit. But he belligerently tells them he's flying the hell out of there. Fuck everyone else, I guess. And he gets in Mulder's face and tells him the deal is over and storms out. Mulder says they have to stop him from leaving, and Dr. De Silva says if he is leaving, so is she. And this is where they put it up to a vote.
I mean, yeah, to be honest with you, I don't know. I wouldn't want the pilot to leave, but I'd want to get the fuck out.
I sure would too, yeah.
So I'm a little torn.
I think I would want to leave whether or not I was infected. Be like, well, shit, I don't know. I mean, I'm getting out of here.
Yeah.
I would never want to be in Arkansas. I would never want to be in Alaska.
Arkansas doesn't sound that bad comparatively.
Yeah, I mean, at least the temperature's not in the negatives.
Like you gotta be like James Bond and sacrifice yourself because you're going to infect people that you love if you leave.
Yeah.
You like that? You like pulling that out? That's good, right? Yeah.
But in the vote, Denny, Scully, and Mulder all decide they want to confine Bear and proceed with the test, so it's settled. And Bear comes back in carrying some shit, and Mulder tells him at gunpoint that he has to do the test before he and anyone else can leave. Bear says fine, he'll do it. And then he grabs a second poop jar. A second poop jar has been brought into the mix.
Yes.
I feel like that guy whispering into President Bush's ear in that one picture. But he grabs that poop jar and smashes it against Mulder's head.
Oh, yeah.
And Mulder, this is
it's like this guy has a personal vendetta against poop jars.
Yeah, and Mulder. But no, this is the first of multiple times where Mulder goes, ah!
Yeah.
He has it is a little girly scream.
A little affectionate little,
Or is this the second time? We talked about it earlier.
Yeah, I forget.
Or did we just talk about it?
We talked about it during the episode for sure that he did that a couple of times.
Yeah, I can't remember if we already talked about it just a few minutes ago or not. But yeah, he screams like a little girl.
This is one of Scully's shining moments coming.
We did. We were like, oh, well, look at Scully go.
But
I'm not sure if it was her, to be honest, part of it. But
oh, yeah.
That jump.
Scully doesn't like that Bear's become a one-man poop jar wrecking crew, so she tackles him while Mulder gets back to his feet. She just hops in there and just...
Yeah, you say tackle like she tackled him. She jumped on him. She like jumped like
She leapt
across
up
the
in
room,
the air.
leapt up and like landed on his shoulders and his back and like.
You ain't hitting my man with no shit jar.
And then her little, for a split second, her little feet are kicking.
Yeah.
'Cause she's on
Her
him.
little size 5s. Her tiny ass feet.
And then I think one of the other people come over and someone else comes over and helps her pull him down to the ground, I think.
Hey,
but
Mom.
it's so good.
Mom, you think when Scully runs around barefoot, it sounds like somebody slapping 2 slices of meat on the floor because her feet are so little?
Bologna. Slices of bologna.
She got bologna feet.
You'd be like, honey, is that Scully coming down the hallway? No, I was just slapping my meat on the floor. Oh, God. Jesus Christ. But they get Bear up off the ground and try to restrain him. And this is when we see that Bear has some creepy crawlies under his skin, just having a party in there like it's 1999. And Hodges says he's going to remove whatever it is and asks for a scalpel from his bag. Mulder interjects that they don't even know what the hell this thing is, but Hodges says he can't let Bear die and this thing is obviously going to kill him. So they cut into him, no anesthesia. Scully's,
and you don't see a single bit of it.
No,
They cut out, when they pull the worm out, they cut to the scene where you can see the worm coming out. But while they're cutting it and all that stuff, it's just their facial expressions that's supposed to let you know. And they're all like...
Yeah, Scully has like a, speaking of facial expressions, Scully has like a, ooh, totally gross face, and it was like adorable.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
ew, yucky,
She was
man.
like, ugh.
What would she say, Mom? Or what would you say?
Grody to the Maxola, dude.
Yes. But they pull out a long, stretchy, worm-like creature from near Bear's spine, and they quickly seal it away in a sciencey-looking tube. And I did love here that when he's pulling it out, they just have like a piece of gauze and some like red makeup underneath the piece of gauze, and between those two things, they're pulling out like a worm. Like, it's such a cheap effect shot. Like, we could do that right now.
And it looks to me like one of them worms you buy in the store to go fishing with.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
it does.
It's super
Plastic
fucking
worm.
long. And I did love that it stretches and then it snaps free. It's kind of gross. Like,
the fact that it stretches like that, I'm sure there's some, it's an alien or whatever reason for it doing that. But that's what those worms that she's talking about do.
Yeah.
They're like gummy worms, but they don't break.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It
They're
is
stretchy.
it is that consistency.
And I think they just painted them to look creepy like they look.
Yeah.
And that's what they are. Genuinely.
Yeah, I think it is, because there's like, I don't know, there's no way that they
It's already shaped perfectly. Why wouldn't you use that?
Yeah, I think that has to be what they did. But like me and you could recreate that right now with like some lipstick and a napkin.
Yeah, and just...
and a piece of spaghetti or something. That was cooked.
Yeah.
Some tongs.
Spaghetti.
But this is when we see Mulder rush over to a ham radio in a nearby room. He's able to contact the airfield, Doolittle airfield.
Doolittle.
Yeah, and I'm going to tell you what, I think I have that written down somewhere.
They obviously going to be doing a little.
Yeah, I was going to say they do little to further this episode along. I don't think I wrote that, but I definitely almost did, or I thought about it, or some shit.
Well, I imagine with their location, they pretty much always do little.
Yeah. But
it's just true.
When he gets in touch with them, they tell him that no one could possibly get out to them before tomorrow. But who knows, given the weather.
Yeah, I think I like it because he says, I thought we had a 3-day window. And she says, welcome to the top of the world.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. But you know what it reminds me? It reminds me of here, because where we live, the weather is absolutely ridiculous. And from day to day, from hour to hour, sometimes it's like raining, snowy, hot, cold, windy, not. It's just so ridiculous.
Pretty much where we live, if you walk up to somebody and whisper in their ear, I heard there was a rumor that there might be snow. People start doing barrel rolls with salt in their hands, dumping it as they roll down streets in tactical gear.
Schools, no milk, no toilet paper for days.
There's snipers on every building.
This town, this state is not built for snow,
It
or
sure
even a
isn't.
threat of snow.
No.
It's a little too much for people around here to handle. They closed stores early because there was going to be an inch of snow.
I know.
There was going to be an inch. An inch!
We gotta close up.
But all Doolittle will do is very little, which is to tell him to try to contact the nearby military base to set up a quarantine. Apparently, the 3 days they thought they had changed due to an approaching Arctic storm. Mulder steps outside looking very dejected and asks Hodges and Scully if Bear is able to fly, because if they don't beat the winter storm, they could be stuck here for days.
Starving.
And Scully tells Mulder that Bear has passed, and this is actually a great time to tell you that they had a tie-in for this episode. It wasn't really a product, it was more of a contest.
You insensitive prick. This guy dies.
But it's about him!
And you should be ashamed.
So look, Bear's actor showed up mid-season to audition for an episode of The X-Files, but he said, I'm going to play Mulder. And they told him, that role was already filled, but he refused to leave the studio.
Oh, God.
So they offered him a small part in this episode, but that still wasn't enough for him. He wanted a movie, he wanted action figures, he even wanted a freaking lunchbox. So in a panic, they offered him a vacation as well, but they didn't tell him what it was. But he still accepted it. And they created a mail-in competition to win an ice fishing trip out to Alaska, just like in the episode. The problem was no one entered, but the tickets were already paid for, so it ended up just being Chris Carter and Bear sitting around an ice hole for 2 days not talking.
Oh, my Lord. Did anybody catch anything?
Goodness.
I don't think so. They came up empty-handed. You know what? At least Bear got to have some poop jars with him along the way. Because there ain't no bathrooms out there.
Take this complimentary poop jar with you.
Yeah.
I wonder if you pooped into the water, if it would just freeze as it fell to the bottom.
Ew.
It probably would, I guess. Well, no, it can't freeze because it's in liquid, right? Stuff can't freeze in liquid, can it? Because if it's cold enough to freeze, then that becomes ice. Or friends, are we stupid?
So, okay, this is an
I'm
interesting
envisioning
scientific
the fish
question.
Poop.
Ew.
What freezes first, water or shit?
Probably it's got to be water because shit is solid.
To me, that would make it seem, just from a logical standpoint.
I thought you was going to say, to me, my shit is liquid.
No, to me it would seem that since it's already solid, I feel like maybe I'm dumb, but wouldn't it be easier for it to go to a solid state if it's already a mostly solid form?
I don't know.
Do you see what I'm saying?
I feel like it has to be water. It has to be water freezes first. I did not know we were going to get deep into
shit.
We were going to get this deep into shit about shit. Scientific shit, even. Hodges tells the gang that it's similar to... What? Did you have something?
I'm listening.
Okay. Hodges tells them it's similar to a tapeworm physically, but that it's still very different from any organism that he's ever seen. He has no idea how it's transmitted, which is particularly troubling. Scully interrupts to tell them that all the other bodies had worms in them, but the worm from Bear is the only one still alive. Apparently it nestles in the hypothalamus gland deep in the brain, the part of the brain known for secreting hormones. Scully has no idea why they would want to attach there, but Hodges says that every infected individual seems to act aggressive, and maybe that's what it's feeding on. He says a scientific word for an anger hormone that I'm not going to attempt to pronounce.
Oh, yeah, the thing he says is like seriously like 5 or 6 syllables at least.
Yeah.
And it's ridiculous. But yeah, it's they feed on the hormone that controls aggression. But what I didn't understand is if they're feeding on that hormone, why would it make them aggressive?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you think that if they were eating the hormone that makes you aggressive, it would make you less aggressive?
I think they have to elicit the hormone release, maybe.
Oh, okay, well, yeah, maybe they and then they just kind of bathe in it.
Kinda, I guess.
Maybe like that.
Taking a bath in some anger.
Uh-huh.
Damn. That's aggressive.
Just aggressively scrubbing. He thinks it kills the host upon extraction, releasing a fast-acting poison as it's pulled out. Mulder says that explained why the original team went crazy and massacred each other. The worm made them angry enough to kill. De Silva worries that the same thing might happen to them, and Scully asks why Flannel Guy and Shirtless Boy killed themselves. Then, fuck, what the hell? Give me a second, hold on.
Scully asks why Flannel Guy and Shirtless Boy killed themselves. Because that's weird.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't make sense. But then Mulder explains that it's because they were trying to protect... They realized what was going on, and they didn't want to bring the disease, parasite, virus, whatever, back.
Yeah, and they
Might as
wanted to
well
protect whoever might have came next.
take themselves out of the equation.
I don't know why my brain broke down trying to read that. I wrote that sentence very strangely.
Yeah, I don't know why you need to put that.
I
You didn't
probably
need to put that
will
there.
trim that a little bit at least.
I speak my notes, and it always says Scully and motor. I got tired of going back and fixing it.
Yeah, well, Scully and motor. That sounds like
So you just...
it
you
could
know.
be its own thing. Maybe it's like a talking car and a skeleton that likes racing. It's Scully and motor.
A show made from this one, except for called Scully and Motor.
God. Scully is in her and Mulder's cozy little quarters, and Mulder walks in and tells her she should get some sleep. She says that she can't because she doesn't want to waste a second when they could be finding out how to kill this thing. But Mulder doesn't know that they should, and he tells Scully that this ice sheet is over a meteor crater, that this organism can survive sub-zero temperatures and live in ammonia, and that it's possible that they're alien life forms. But Scully doesn't give a shit. It's just too... What?
He says Scully is in her and Mulder's cozy little quarters. But isn't this when she's examining the dead bodies on the ground?
Yeah.
During this scene.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, it's a little closet room with I think 3 or 4 bodies with black.
I just spaced out on the body stuff, I guess.
Yeah, I think because you mentioned that earlier, you forgot about the bodies earlier too.
Yeah.
I just don't think you realize they don't really mention. They're investigating these people's murders. Essentially, is why they're here.
Yeah.
But it doesn't really come up much after.
Not really.
Because they're worried about themselves at a certain point.
They're going crazy now.
But Scully doesn't care about that. She says it's too dangerous to risk ending up like the flannel guy and the shirtless man. And Mulder counters with the thought that if they do kill it, they'll never get the chance to study it, possibly helping in the future if anything else like this is out there, having information on stuff like that in case there's more stuff like that out there.
I would argue that mindset is the reason why a lot of people have died in the world.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Because people are like, no, we don't want to destroy it, we want to study it. And then we go and study it and something breaks out and something gets out and someone gets infected and... It happens. This shit happens all the time. And then if they hadn't have did what they did, they wouldn't need it to create a vaccine or whatever it would be.
I don't know why, but it just reminded me of this time when Dash was little, and there was a sparkler. He wanted to hold the sparkler so bad for like 4th of July. And I said, now don't touch the sparkling spot. And that's the first thing he did was touch it.
That sounds like you.
That sounds like Mulder. Don't do this. I'm going to do it, Scully. I'm going to do it right now.
No, but you do that. You do that with video games. I can't tell you how many times, a billion times. I'm like, oh, look left. And you immediately look right.
Yeah. No,
literally every
Some might be
time.
over here, though.
He's like,
everybody does that, though. You included.
Okay.
You do.
Maybe a little bit, but not every single.
Yeah, I do. I do have a tendency to look right when she says left or left.
I
when
really
she looks
wonder
right.
if you just genuinely maybe get left and right mixed up.
My axis is flipped. That's what it is.
Okay, you're on the upside down.
Yeah.
Ooh, cool.
But Hodges and De Silva note that the heat is rising due to a heating malfunction, even though it's below freezing outside. They overhear Mulder and Scully arguing, and Hodges says probably discussing government secrets. So, yeah, he doesn't trust them at all.
Yeah, he's like, oh, they're involved in the secret government stuff, and little do they know that Scully and Mulder are kept way out of the loop.
For real, yeah. They're
investigating the loop.
That's one of the most interesting things I think of. People always find Mulder and Scully in these situations where they're like investigating stuff, and they're like, oh, you know everything about everything going on. They're like, I don't know anything. I'm trying to figure it out, dude. Give me a second. But De Silva asks Hodges if he thinks they knew what was up here beforehand. talking about Mulder and Scully, and he says he's sure of it, that they knew what was going on up here.
They knew it was a worm that was killing people. Like,
Yeah.
they were detailed information. They don't understand how the government works.
And Hodges points out some of Bear's blood got on Scully. And that's when De Silva says that it got on Hodges too. And Hodges doesn't say anything, but he goes to check out what all the hubbub is about. And they get back there and find Mulder and Scully. And Hodges asks Scully if she's okay, noticing she seems a bit stressed out. And Scully gets all up in his business, not happy about his insinuation.
She gets all attitude-y.
She looked like she was about to punch a motherfucker out.
I said she's short, but she gonna get up there and punch that eye.
She pulls up, come down here and face me, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, there's this scene in, you want to tell them the story about this?
Okay. Spoilers for season 5.
Episode 12.
Midway season, okay.
Yeah.
Season 5, mid-season, spoiler alert for Smallville. Jonathan Kent dies, but right before he dies, he walks into the barn to face Lionel Luther.
But what else has he just done that day?
Oh, yeah. He just won the Senate race, and he's the senator.
Oh.
So he's like on fire.
He's like, I am a badass. And he goes to face Lionel. Lionel's standing up at the top of the barn, and he walks in the bottom. And while taking off his shirt, he says, come down here and face me, you son of a bitch. And he says it so, cavalier, so nonchalant. Like, he don't even care that he's saying it, but he's saying it.
He sounds unstoppable or something, or like he thinks he is. He says, come down here and face me, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, it's so good. And then he has a heart attack and dies.
Yeah.
Just a few minutes, not even a few minutes later.
Yeah.
But it's very, Scully has that vibe.
Yeah.
That I'll fuck you up. Right now. I'll fuck you up.
And Mulder doesn't like the way that things are looking between Scully and Hodges and says they should all get some rest. But Hodges brings up that they need to check each other for spots. And Scully agrees but says they should do the exams in front of each other to make sure nobody's, keeping anything. And we cut to Mulder getting undressed with Denny and Hodges. And I thought I downloaded the wrong X-Files video for a moment. But Scully checks De Silva, she's clean, but why is this filmed so intimately? I half expected Careless Whisper to play.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the way they look at each other, really intimately after they, examine each other's armpits is very strange.
She, gives her, a smile, oh, you devil.
Oh, you're so adorable. Did you forget Mulder's line? Or is that next?
No. You can go ahead and tell him.
I mean, your mom was the one who mentioned it earlier.
I don't remember what his line was. It's cold out here.
Yeah, don't.
When he says, I wish I remember exactly what he says.
Don't judge, it's cold in here, basically.
He says, keep in mind it's cold out here, so don't judge me. So basically, his chub's gone.
He looks straight to camera and says, "This isn't prime dick, okay?
this is not prime dick. Don't judge. You get prime dick later."
But Scully and Mulder say goodnight to each other, with Scully telling Mulder at least everyone was okay. To which he replies something like, "Yeah, but remember that the dog's spots disappeared."
Yeah, they were just checking for spots, but
yeah.
The dog didn't have spots later, so.
And Scully goes back into her room, and she's looking at the pictures that... By the way, this should have been Mulder's room, because there's
there's all over the walls. There's Playboy and Bosom Buddies.
Bosom Buddies, and
there's
Mulder was really pissed the next morning when he saw that was Scully's room, not his.
Yeah, Penthouse, I think, was on the wall, too.
But Scully is looking at... these pictures that are on the desk, not porn pictures, but pictures of the crew, and she starts to get this realization that, holy shit, everyone in this picture is dead. So she flips the pictures over, moves the desk in front of the door to block it.
Because it reminded her that she could easily die at any moment, because this thing apparently wants people to kill each other.
And this is when we see that Denny is up listening to his old game tapes. And Hodges is making a list of people that could possibly be infected, with Mulder having contact with the dog, Scully with bear's blood, and Denny with the ice core. And we cut to Mulder, who wakes up from a nightmare, I guess. And, Mom, what do you think Mulder's nightmares are about?
Oh, God.
Oh, my gosh. About, he's still dreaming about the lack of his penis. His ding-a-ling ain't there.
Oh my God.
He's having a hard time recuperating from
He's
everybody knowing that.
He's dreaming about warm weather, trying to counteract it.
You know what
yeah.
I pictured when you said that, Mom?
Huh.
I pictured that scene in Back to the Future where Marty McFly is looking at a picture of himself as he fades out of existence.
Yeah.
But it's like Mulder with his penis. He like goes to grab it and it fades away. He's like, ah! Get your hands off my penis! Oh my God.
Oh my God.
But he gets up to check around the base, and Denny isn't in his room. And Mulder is startled by the dog, who is now, I guess, recuperated and fully awake. And, or was he?
This isn't, they haven't figured it out yet.
Okay, so they don't know that the dog has a worm in it yet, right? Or
no, they
do,
obviously do, because he got bit way early.
Yeah, that's right. But they don't know that.
They haven't fixed it yet, no.
And Mulder hears a noise, and he looks over at a nearby cooler, and there's blood dripping from the inside onto the ground.
Ooh.
And he opens it up and is greeted by Denny's corpse falling on him, and it looks like his throat was slit. And the rest of the crew walks in at this point, and Mulder is kneeling over the body, of course, because he's always fucking having bad luck.
Yeah.
And
Of course he is.
Hodges is quick to accuse him, but Mulder states that he just found him like this, which is the truth, even though Mulder is just always finding himself in shitty situations like this. And when De Silva gangs up on Mulder too, Scully comes to his defense, saying that Hodges checked him out. And this is when Hodges says, yeah, I did check you out, but that was 6 hours ago. And Mulder sends blame back at the two scientists before Scully steps in, saying he should be given another blood test. He doesn't trust anyone at this point, refusing to even turn around so they can visually check him. And Hodges grabs a nearby item. I think it was a crowbar, I guess it looked like.
Yeah, it was a crowbar.
For a weapon, and Scully points her gun at Mulder. And he tells her it's him, for God's sakes. And Scully isn't sure, saying he may not be who himself.
Wow.
He may not be himself.
Yeah.
I think I went to write who he thinks he is.
You may not be who you are.
Yeah.
That's what she says to him.
And there's a great moment here too when Mulder says, "It's me. Put down your gun." And Scully says, "Put down yours first." And it almost looks like Gillian Anderson is like about to fucking burst into tears, like she's so fucking erratic right now because her partner, who she really trusts, the only person she really trusts in this whole fucked up situation, is now pointing a gun at her, and she's like, "You put yours down first." She looks like she's about to fucking break.
Yeah, you could tell early on, but I feel like this is one of those moments where you're like, oh wow, Scully's a really good actress.
Yeah.
Like, she's obviously a good actress from the get-go, but that was like a wow. Her face is very, very emotional and powerful.
Yeah, I thought that was an incredible moment of acting from Gillian Anderson.
Yeah. And Mulder's alright, too.
Yeah, his is just kind of, he's just kind of pointing the gun, but you know, you get the point across.
His face does some funny things throughout the seasons, so we got some stuff to look forward to.
Yeah, I can't wait to that.
You can't wait till that?
I can't wait till that. Oh, I haven't mentioned the music either. The Mark Snowglaze
sound.
Mark Snowglaze Corner. There is like this weird instrument. Me and Melz were talking about it a little bit. It's like a... I don't know how to do it, but it kind of... I told her it kind of sounds... I think I told you. Maybe I thought it. It sounds kind of like an echo down an ice cave, which I think is what they were going for. I don't know.
There's a point later when... someone is either using a phone or a computer or something, and then something happens because it doesn't work right, and it makes like a bloop bloop noise, and it almost seems like that noise is like they distorted that noise to make the noise that we're talking about.
I don't know, but it sounds like it reminds me of a haunted, shorter, like interpolation of that Donkey Kong Country underwater theme.
Okay.
Kind of like, but very brief, just like...
It kind of made me think of Star Wars robots.
It's kind of a warbly robotic sound. It's a warbly robotic sound. That's a good way to put it.
Yeah, I just know that R2-D2 does a lot of, like, whistles and stuff when he talks.
Oh, yeah, R2-D2.
But, they decide to lock Mulder in a separate room for the time being, and he worries he'll be safer in this room than Scully will be out there with those folks.
Yeah.
We cut to later. Scully is walking around gun out, and she sees that De Silva and Hodges are both asleep like they're in school, heads down on the table. I was like, how did they fall asleep out here, man?
Were they drugged?
I don't think so. Scully roofied them.
And it's just really weird that they both fell. I mean, one person falling asleep like that, totally normal. But both of them?
Yeah, one of them had to fall asleep first.
Yeah, and then they were just like, oh, I guess we're sleeping.
Yeah, I guess. They said, let's just go to sleep. But Scully goes to check De Silva, which is really weird. She's just like, oh, I'm just going to check her neck while she's asleep right here. Like, she won't wake up. And unfortunately, Hodges is awake and he stops her.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
And I would have been like, I mean, she does. I
He's
think she says,
like
isn't it obvious?
He's got to be like a light sleeper, because what woke him up? The movement of her hair as she moved her hair from the back of her neck?
Yeah, the strands of hair clashing against each other was super loud.
Yeah, and this is when he tells Scully that he's uncomfortable that she's the only one with a gun at this point, because what if she gets infected? So Scully takes the mags out of both guns and tosses them out into the cold. And Hodges says it's not time for them to turn on each other. And that Mulder isn't one of them anymore. And this pisses Scully off, and she says if he is infected that he needs their help. And De Silva agrees. Hodges says if Mulder is infected, he's not going back. They can't risk it. And Scully stomps away. She tries to raise Doolittle Airford, but it do little good.
Airford?
Airford. God damn it, I fucked it up.
Airford. Gotta call that Airford.
Yeah. I did. I combined airport and airfield.
Yeah, you did.
But there's no answer. So, Hodges and De Silva are feeling energized after their nap and get back to work. Hodges tells her to add a drop of uninfected blood to the slide of the blood drawn from Bear. And this is when De Silva gets hit with a manila folder because she screws that up, and Hodges says, no, damn it.
You're wasting hours and hours of work. Listen.
Yeah, because she put infected blood into already infected blood. Normally that wouldn't be that big of a deal, right?
It's just two of the exact same things now combined. Now, all you have to do to fix the problem is go get some uninfected blood and drop it in the thing that you just did.
Yeah.
That would be the same results as not.
Exactly.
Is what I don't understand.
Yeah, I guess it's to point out
I think it's like a controlled environment type of thing.
Yeah.
Like it's supposed to be a specific...
I think from the writing standpoint, it's to point out that, oh, she accidentally messed up, and that's why we now know that they, like, fight each other. Because if she hadn't messed up, we wouldn't have known that.
Yeah.
But do you think, even deeper than that, do you think she was trying to mess it up on purpose because of what we know?
That wouldn't make sense. Why would she make it to where it would work out perfectly?
Maybe she didn't know that they would fight.
She did.
I mean, we don't know how much they know about the thing. It's not like they plug in.
Okay, are we doing a spoiler right now? Because I need to say something. It's bothering me.
Oh,
well,
we're about to find out, right?
You can go ahead.
So it's Dr. Silva, the woman, okay?
Yeah.
She's the one who's infected. And we're about to get to a scene where we find out here in a minute. But she's infected with this thing that makes her super aggressive, and I'm assuming that means that she's the one that killed Denny.
Yeah.
So she got infected, got aggressive, killed Denny, and then has been chill.
Yeah.
With this worm that affects her aggressive hormones, and she's just chill now until the moment they realize it's her, then she freaks out.
I didn't think of that. Yeah, you're right.
So this whole time she's chill.
Kind of weird.
It's just I didn't think about it when we were watching it earlier,
she's
but
scheming and plotting, I guess.
I guess, but then this whole thing is she literally helps them figure out how to kill her.
Yeah. After she puts the infected blood in the already infected blood, it's funny, they walk off and they're like having a hilarious yelling match as they walk off. She's like, you can't try, fuck you, or some shit. That's not what she says, but she's like, I can't.
She says, how dare you treat me this way? I'm not your damn assistant. You do it your damn self.
Yeah,
that's the kind of stuff it is.
It's hilarious. They're fighting like a couple.
Yeah.
But Scully checks the slide that De Silva just messed up and sees 2 worm larvae fighting each other to the death under the microscope. And she goes to show Hodges, and she places two worms beside each other, each in their own tube. And they try their best to attack each other with their silly little CGI bodies.
Yeah.
This is... Oh, the 90s.
I'm glad it wasn't nothing more than worms, because it would have been worse.
Yeah, could you imagine if it was a more complex organism?
It looked like you were looking at a screen of a real place, and there was some cartoons on the screen, too.
I think what they did is
bad.
they took a picture of a worm, and they put, like, animation points along the body so they could, like, move them independently. Yeah, because they
weren't 3D at all. They were, like, 2D worms.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they had Photoshop back in 93, but you could do that with Photoshop.
I mean, they had, obviously, some type of Photoshop. Yeah. Whether it was called that, I don't know. But, yeah, it looks bad, guys.
Yeah.
Friends, it's bad.
It's bad, friends. Not like you guys. You guys are good friends.
You guys are good friends. These are bad friends.
Scully says that worms won't tolerate other worms in the host and that they'll kill each other. Hodges says it makes no sense for a species to do this because they need each other to procreate, which is when Dr. De Silva chimes in with, actually, you dumb, ugly imbecile, worms are hermaphroditic. They reproduce themselves.
She did not call him that. But
well, you know what? Because of their argument earlier, I think there's some animosity bubbling underneath the surface.
Again, logical point here. 2 worms killing each other. Probably only one would die. Just saying.
Yeah. Wouldn't one kill the other one?
One's going to die first. Yeah. Then how does the other one die? From the injuries of the fight?
Yeah, I guess so.
But
I killed you, now I gotta die too.
Yeah.
Sympathetic death.
Maybe it's like
sympathetic death.
Maybe it's like a bee with a bee sting.
Yeah, maybe.
Once it kills, it dies itself because it's released its own whatever poison, something.
Yeah.
This is not a real creature, so we can speculate all we want.
But Scully says the microscope larvae proved it. They don't like company. And Hodges suggests introducing a worm to an infected body to possibly kill both. We cut to the trio standing over an infected dog, the infected dog from the beginning with another worm. And we watch it wriggle into the dog's ear. And this is where I put Mark Frost Glaze Corner. The little otherworldly tune they have playing here is perfectly spooky and otherworldly. And in parentheses, I said, try to make the sounds.
Which
and I also use otherworldly twice, which is lame. But, Jesus Christ. You do it, Mom.
I don't even remember what the sound was.
It's like...
It's a very robotic sound, but that it sounds like a robotic sound that's been put through a lowering filter, It pitches it down or low. I don't know a lot about music.
Like it kind of sounds like maybe a sound that you would hear when you turn on a washing machine or something, but just lowered a couple of octaves.
Like I said, a robotic warble. Yeah. That's what it is.
Warble. There's your word.
But we see the poor dog react, whimpering and moving its paws like dogs do when they dream. And Hodges checks the dog and says it seems okay afterward. Scully gives this adorable little guy some food as Hodges walks in. The dog passed the worms, both dead, in his stool. And I have a question. Do you think they gave the dog a poop jar as well?
It would have been nice.
I could see that dog now sitting on a jar.
Yeah, the dog just moving the jar with its paws and then sitting over it.
Oh my gosh, you could get a diaper and put the jar inside of it, put the diaper on the dog.
That's crazy.
Well, they have actual diapers with poop catchers for dogs.
Yeah.
They have like a bag that you just attach to their butt, and that when they poop, it goes in the bag. Yeah. Very strange.
That's weird.
Very, very weird.
But they decide to go check on Mulder with the intent of introducing another worm if he is indeed infected. Scully wants to go in and try to convince him to do it willingly. Hodges worries for her safety, but says if anything goes wrong, they're to come inside. Scully opens the door and Mulder asks if it's just her. She says yes and turns on the light. And why was Mulder just sitting in complete darkness like a sad sack? And he looks like he's been up for 14 days straight. He's all pale and...
Yeah, and then he can't see because the lights are so fucking bright and it's so dark in there. Why was he sitting in the dark? The light switch is inside the room. He could have turned the light on.
He's being
there's places to sit in there, too, and he's on the floor.
He's being a depressed Mulder, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess they just wanted to seem like he was, like, in like, a prison-like setting or something, but it's just a little side room. There's, like, boxes and stuff to sit on. I don't know. Very weird.
This is when Scully tells Mulder they found a way to kill the worms and details how. But he points out that if they do that to him, they'll only be infecting him because he's not infected. He says he would have let them check him out, but Scully pulled a gun on him. I think he was genuinely hurt by that.
I know, he was a little offended. But he pulled a gun on someone first. Yeah. So
he doesn't trust Hodges and De Silva, but he wants to trust Scully. And he finally allows her to check him, and he's clean. He checks Scully as well, giving her lymph nodes a very strange squeeze. Like he's got his arm bent over at a right angle, and he's like, his thumb's on the back of her neck, and his hands are like wrapped around her neck. It was like, why don't you just do this, just normally? Just extend your hand. It's so weird.
So it's actually even weirder than that, because after she examines him, she goes to turn around and leave, and he just like spins her around.
Yeah.
It's very strange.
It looks like he's massaging her neck.
Yeah, that's what I thought. He's like kind of just giving her the need a little bit.
Yeah.
Needing her.
He didn't even want to examine her. He just wanted to touch her.
You know what? He saw Scully's back and he stood up and said, "This is just dough," and walked out. And she's about to need that shit.
He feels like he needs it.
Yeah. But back in the main area, De Silva and Hodges are talking, and De Silva is worried that even if Mulder was infected, he would have convinced Scully to not let them use the last worm on him. So we now know that there's only one worm left at this point. And this is when our agents come back out, and they tell the scientists they've checked each other, so if anyone is infected, it must be one of them. Hodges feigns like they're going to go out to the main building to check each other again, but when Mulder walks in front of him, he grabs him from behind, and Dr. De Silva shoves Scully into the room she just came out of and locks the door. This is bad.
Oh, yeah.
De Silva grabs a sedative, but is knocked back by Mulder as he struggles against Hodges, and Scully is trying to fucking obliterate the door with a huge auger. That big fucking thing she's just swinging against that door.
See, I don't know. I was wondering what it was. You know what it looked like to me?
What?
A giant drill bit.
That's what it is. It's for drilling into the ground. It's like an auger for making holes.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was a giant wrench.
Or it could just be a giant drill. But giant drills are basically augers. So
a wrench would be a long, skinny flat with a little hook at the end. This was like a spiral-shaped...
Yeah,
like a drill bit.
It's for digging into the ground.
Okay.
I genuinely wasn't sure what it was. You just said a word. What did you say? It's called an auger?
An auger, I think.
Huh. Didn't know that.
Outside, Mulder is finally taken to the ground, and De Silva prepares to put the worm... De Silva prepares to put the worm into Mulder. What a line.
Lovely. Let's get that worm all up inside Mulder.
He's gonna get wormed up.
Oh, God.
But as she's bending over him, Hodges notices something move in De Silva's neck. And what would you do if you just saw some shit like that, Mom? Some skin moving, crawling underneath type shit.
I'd say, what the hell wrong with you?
To get out of here.
GTFO.
And this is when Hodges finally realizes that, she's infected, because he's the one that actually sees it. And he pushes her out of the way and tells Mulder that it's her. And De Silva leaps up in a silly fashion with her arms above her head and shrieks, "No!"
Yeah, she flails her way out of the room.
She runs into Mulder like a wacky waving arm inflatable tube man, and she boob bumps him into. She uses her chesticles to bump him into some cardboard boxes. She's just like,
and then he knocks over boxes. There's lots of cardboard boxes everywhere.
Yeah,
but it's funny.
Jason Brandt would be a appreciative.
I know, because this.
Speaking of which, can I ask you something?
Sure.
When we go home, would you like to watch a So Bad It's Good movie before we go to bed?
I would absolutely love to watch a So Bad It's Good movie.
That sounds great. We have a little plan.
Not a full movie, an episode.
No,
right?
an episode.
Okay.
An episode.
We save full because we can watch full movie watch-alongs with them of really bad movies. But we save those for special ones because there's too many. They post like 3
Blood
a week.
Fucking Freak.
Oh God, that one was.
It was
so
really
bad.
important to see that turkey monster movie. But
turkey monster movie.
yeah, and then probably well, I should probably save that for what I'm happy about. But anyway. Fuck it, I'm gonna be reading Nightwing by Tom Taylor and Bruno Redondo when I get home. Probably I picked that up. We'll talk about it
later at the end.
But
it should have been on the what.
Yeah, what's been keeping me up at night.
Yeah.
Mulder regains his footing and lets Scully out, who finally drops her comically large auger. And Hodges is able to find the last worm squirming on the floor and pick it up.
Thank God this happens because he just pushes her and the worm flies out of her hand.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then it's a teeny tiny worm that can crawl. It could go anywhere.
You got that.
And it just
right.
happens to be right there in perfect sight. Thank God.
And this is the moment I was telling you about when we were watching it. De Silva is having a Regina George moment, like she's about to paste a picture of herself in the burn book.
Oh my God! Yeah,
like the scene where she, I forget. I think it's at the party after she realizes that she's been eating weight gain bars.
Yeah, and the pimple face cream is actually foot cream or something. Yeah,
and she's just screaming the whole time and like throwing shit. She like breaks a whole bunch of beakers that are on a counter and.
Yeah, and that's what Regina George does when she goes into her bedroom. She's like, ah! Just screaming like crazy and shit. But it's funny because we learn right here that De Silva has this thing that makes her aggressive. But she's been fine this whole time.
Yeah.
She murdered somebody as soon as she was infected. Murdered someone and then was fine.
Yeah.
For at least 8 to 12 hours.
She's probably psychotic without the worm.
Oh,
Right.
well, yeah. She does look a little crazy.
She's got problems. But she's able to somehow find a gun and fire it off right as Mulder gets to her and takes her down. And
it's like in an evidence bag in a drawer for some reason.
She nearly misses him and Scully. But yeah, I'm not sure if it was in an evidence bag or not. I can't remember.
It was definitely a plastic bag. I guess it's possible.
Whose gun is it? Because she took her and Mulder's gun and disarmed them and threw them outside.
Yeah, but then maybe it was one of those guns that just happened to be a bullet in it.
Oh, you know what? It's the evidence from, it's one of the guns from the ones that they used to kill themselves.
Oh,
there you go.
Yeah, so it is evidence, yeah. But I don't think the bag said evidence, but that's what my mind went to.
And I have written, Hodges finally gets to her and gives her the worm after Scully wrestles the gun away. And we get a horrible sound that's like someone twisting apart wet twigs as De Silva writhes on the ground. It's like this really nasty, horrible sound underneath her screaming. And finally, she lays there whimpering, but okay. And, oh God. Do you know the news blooper where the lady was smashing grapes and fell?
Oh my goodness.
I don't know.
This Saturday, stop music, eating international foods, having wine tours and tasting, vineyard tours, seminars, arts and crafts. It's a lot of fun, a whole day. Stop.
What the hell? How'd she fall down? She cried?
I think my speed's on 1.25. Yeah, that's why it was a little faster than it's supposed to be. Because I watch stuff on a higher speed to get through it faster. But,
oh, well, that'll help us avoid copyright detection, I guess, if we do put that in the episode.
I don't think it would matter.
I'll probably trim it and put it in there, but
yeah,
it reminds me of that when she's laying on the ground. It's like,
or like you said, the Peter Griffin.
Oh, yeah, the Peter
he goes,
Griffin.
Ooh.
When he hurts his knee after falling off a bike.
He doesn't stop doing it. It's so funny.
But there was another Mom's Meme Corner. We open back up at Doolittle Air Base with De Silva being carted away in a hazmat suit, and she looks very funny. I don't know. It's just her little yellow feeties.
I mean, they got
It's
her
like
all
a-
wrapped up.
Yeah, they do.
It's an orange body-shaped plastic wrap suit.
Yeah.
Where do they store these?
I don't know. I mean, we probably sell stuff at Home Depot that's kind of like that. I mean,
For like
paint.
painting?
Yeah, like I definitely sell some. Actually, I just never stock them because no one ever buys them.
Who's doing that much painting, right?
Yeah. But Hodges tells our agents that De Silva will be quarantined for a short while along with the surviving dog. But their tests are clean, so they're all three free to leave. And Mulder says he's going to go back to the project base with the proper equipment and study what he can, which is when Hodges tells him that the whole base has been destroyed, and it happened shortly after they left. Scully asks him who did that. Hodges says he doesn't know, but she should. After all, it's her people. Then he's off. So, like, he really thinks, like, they still know 100% what's going on, and they're just not allowed to talk about it.
Yeah.
They are so far out of their depths on all of these cases, and they just, like, get lucky or work hard enough for it to be figured out.
Like, most of this investigation is them trying to figure out what the loop is, not being in it at all.
You see people doubting our agents all the damn time, and I'm sick of it.
Especially in the 90s. Nowadays, well, that's not a story. Is that the end?
No,
There's like one more thing, right?
Yeah.
They talk. They say something.
This is when Mulder tells her it's still there 200,000 years down in the ice.
Okay.
And Scully tells him, leave it there. And walks off slowly, and Mulder follows her.
And then you hear, ice, ice, baby.
But, Mom.
Yes.
Would this episode hook you if you were flipping channels?
I would have got hooked as soon as I saw that ketchup on that guy's pectorials.
his big meaty nips.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I forgot all about
with his
that.
ketchup packets.
So have you ever seen, but would you really, would you have watched more?
I would have watched more. What's going on here?
I agree, but have you ever seen The Thing? John Carpenter's The Thing?
I think so.
This is very heavily inspired by that. It's an Arctic base.
Okay.
It's Kurt Russell and
oh, yeah, I've seen The
Keith
Thing.
David, and they're out there and nobody knows who's really who and stuff.
It's basically that movie in episode X-Files form, pretty much.
Okay.
Basically.
Which is, you find out a common thing.
What? Oh, yeah, where they'll do stuff that's kind of like an homage.
It's like,
to other stuff.
it's very clear, too. It'll be like, they're doing an episode.
Oh, you know what I thought of for a minute? There was that movie, The Body Snatchers.
Oh, yeah, Invasion of the Body
Yeah.
Snatchers.
You know what I keep thinking of is how many different Smallville episodes are based on a movie.
Oh, yeah, there's a ton of them.
There's
They're
just
just
like
that.
this is just...
What was
what?
that one we watched? It was like, this is just...
There's like 5 of them I can
it
think
was
of.
recent, though. It was really
Yeah.
recent. But anyway,
Yeah.
Melz, would this have hooked you if you were just flicking
for
channels
sure.
and landed on it?
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure. For sure. This was, like, very, very quintessential. It's not the best episode ever.
No, but it's pretty.
But
it's
it's
pretty
very, very, this is the X-Files.
decent. Yeah, it's
this is
very
what you
hitting,
get.
hitting all its marks. Standard X-Files. It's not one that you'll remember years down the way, like Humbug or Jose
Postmodern
Chung's or
Prometheus.
Postmodern Prometheus.
That
or
episode
Clyde
is...
Bruckman's Final Repose or The Rain King. All those are fantastic episodes. But
Does she even remember that we showed her that episode years and years ago?
you remember watching something with us 8 years ago?
Of course I do.
Nah, you don't.
We watched the
We
Postmodern
know
Prometheus
you old
episode
scamp.
with her years ago because it's one of our favorite episodes, and I genuinely don't think you remember what happens.
But that's
at all.
in season 5, so by that time we get to there, you'll even remember
Forget
it
this
less.
conversation.
Yeah, you'll forget this conversation. But I feel the same way. I think this was a pretty great episode. You know, it is very, very much a homage to a homage. Omelette du fromage.
Homage.
Omelette du fromage.
I will say
Do you
this.
remember that episode of Dexter where he tried to learn French and he listened to it and that's all he learned was
Yes.
omelette du fromage?
Which means omelet with cheese.
I will say
And
this.
I have a friend named Eddie Deason who plays the nemesis of on Dexter's Laboratory.
Yeah, he plays
Oh my
Man
God.
Dark or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're very familiar with Eddie Deason on the grind, Ben.
Are you really?
Yeah, they talk about him. He's
Oh.
He's kind of
he's my friend.
He's a little
in
crazy.
real life, even.
I know.
But he's a little crazy.
He went crazy after he had open heart surgery.
Yeah.
He was on some heavy medicines and he went kind of batshit for a while. Got arrested, put in a mental hospital, and his mom died while he was in there.
Jesus fucking Christ. That's
no wonder he's gone crazy.
That's an awful set of things that have happened.
And once he realized that it was the medicine causing all that, he's just
that
back
makes
to
me
himself
realize
again.
I gotta tell Mike Wood that you know Eddie Deason personally. I gotta tell him that. He's gonna think that's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
But so yeah, I agree. I definitely think this would be something that hooked me. Melz, do you think this was solved or not?
You said you want me to give them more leeway
You
when
gotta
it comes
give
to
them
that.
more credit.
But
they're already getting cucked by the government. You can't cuck them as well.
Listen. I'm
Linda.
trying to do this in a completely non-biased way. They didn't solve it.
No.
They don't know what those worms were. They don't know where they came from. They know that the worms are responsible for the killings, but then the two people killed themselves. So there's no evidence left over. No one's gonna get arrested.
They figured out
the whole place is burned to the ground.
Yeah, so it's resolved, and they did figure out how to kill the worm, but they didn't figure out as much as they wanted to.
I was gonna say they did solve it until she just said all that.
Yeah,
now,
they did kind of solve it, but also not.
Okay,
They figured out how to kill it.
The word resolved.
Yeah.
The case was resolved, but it was not solved.
Well, that just means they solved it twice if they resolved it, right?
That's not what resolved means.
Oh, okay. You're testing my resolve, motherfucker.
That's a different version of the word.
You're about to be a virgin of a word.
What does that even mean?
You can't say fuck no more. No more!
I'll say fuck all I fucking want, fucker. Fuck.
Anyway, so it's in your professional opinion that it was resolved, but not solved.
Yes, because
Okay.
I feel like that's actually a fair assessment to make for a lot of episodes. Because there's a lot of stuff that is out there, weird stuff that they can't really necessarily solve, but if they got the situation figured out of harm's way and stuff.
There are definitely episodes where they absolutely do not solve anything, like the
that
one. Did you hear that?
No.
Trooper Kai?
I wonder if the mic
No.
did. No, it's probably right there.
Yeah, it probably is. But okay. So
do you think it's solved?
like you said, resolved but not fully solved. They don't know what the hell the worm is. There was still so much more they could have learned, and now it's all burned up because the government are assholes.
Yeah.
So, do you guys have an MVP for this episode? We like to do an MVP bracket, and an MVP can be a person, place, thing, object, whatever, idea, whatever. And at the end of the season, whenever we figure out who is the winner of the bracket, we send them on an all-expenses-paid trip for 2 to the moon. And do you guys have, either one of you want to go first with a... Okay.
It's Scully again.
It's Scully again?
She got that big old heavy ass thing. She's banging the door down. She's jumping up in that tall guy's face, gonna dot his eye.
Gonna fuck him up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go different.
Okay.
The dog.
The dog?
Aww.
The dog. What the fuck was the dog's name?
They didn't figure it out.
The dog.
The dog.
Aww.
Yeah.
There's 3, oh my fucking god. First of all, there's so many guest stars in this episode. Like, I mean, I want to say Ken Kersinger, because he's fucking Jason, and he's in this for 2 seconds, and they still don't give him any fucking lines. But, I mean...
Did you ever think maybe he doesn't want to have lines?
Well, he seemed to love talking in the interviews that I've seen of him.
Okay, well, maybe that's him. Maybe when he's
So
playing a
you've gotten
character.
to hear his voice after all.
Yeah, there is a 6-hour documentary on
Oh,
all
my
of the
Lord.
Friday the 13th movies that he's
This
in.
is
6
not even the longest
hours.
one.
Have y'all watched it?
No, it is the longest one. It's by far the longest one, because the second longest is
Isn't
like
there like
the
a-
5-hour In Search of Darkness, one of them.
Isn't it like an 8.5-hour Metal Gear one?
That's a YouTube video. If you want to call it a documentary, what were you saying?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
What the fuck are we talking about? Oh, MVPs, and we were talking about
the dog's name.
Yeah, but I also want to give one to the dog, and I also want to give one to Scully, but I also want to give one to Bear. He was hilarious with his fucking affinity for destroying poop jars.
Yeah.
God.
Well, nobody getting
You think he just goes into like a Lowe's or a Home Depot and walks down the toilet aisle and like fight game music starts playing in the background?
He sees the jars.
Round one, fight.
Yeah, exactly. But okay, listen. I'm gonna make a defense.
Okay.
The dog helped solve this case.
The dog did help solve.
Straight up. Scully always helps solve every case. That's her job. The dog did not have this job. Dog did it anyway. Just saying.
I'm still kind of leaning towards Bear, though.
Foxy said the dog was her favorite, too.
Well, if you know what? I have to vote for Foxy since she is not legally allowed to vote through the Mulder clause that we put in. Because we're not sure that he's human and he can't vote. But anyway, so I'll put one more vote for Scully, which still leaves her in the lead. I was really about to go Scully or Bear, but I gotta go with my dog, you know. So we gotta go dog from ice.
I convinced him, yay!
No, you didn't. Foxy did. But you can take the credit. You spoke for her, right?
Yeah.
You told me.
But no, she really does speak, though. But I'm only speaking for her now because she's not in the room.
Yeah.
If she was in here, she would just say it herself.
So that means our leaderboard updated is Scully was 7, and in second place we have fucking Seth Green still, and then Mulder's in third place with 2, tied with Frank. That's crazy, and Howard Graves. Howard Graves from that one episode, the ghost guy with the.
Yeah. So listen, Mulder comes into his own and starts doing some more good. Starts doing some more.
Whoa.
Gets a little better. Gets a little better by the second season. He's a little bit of a... What do you call it? He does. But what I was getting at is, like, it seems like this first season, he doesn't go Mulder mode as hard as he does.
Yeah.
Later. Like, he goes hard Mulder mode.
This episode's about to be 2 hours. We gotta...
Holy fuck. What's the last thing we do?
All right. We
Happy.
No, we're not to that yet. I believe we're on damage report. Yeah, so we do a damage report, which is where we like to talk about any of the damages that our agents may have incurred over the course of the episode, and then at the end of the season, we're going to tally up their medical bills and see how much they cost the taxpayer.
Does Mulder's ego count? When he undressed in front of the other guys, I think he was affected.
No, but I'm sure that it did hurt a little bit.
He had to go
Just
to a psychiatrist.
Add to the therapy bill?
Yeah, add to the therapy bill.
Okay.
Small penis therapy, SPT.
Yeah, that's important. That's very important.
I guess small penis therapy is the opposite of small penis humiliation.
Yes, exactly. That's great. And he got hit in the glass jar over the head.
Which may be stitches.
Oh, yeah.
Do we want to say that may have been a little bit of stitches, but given everything they didn't have time?
He did at one point, he went like that, and there was a little bit of blood on his hand.
Oh,
so he got cut on his head.
I'm going to say they probably gave him like maybe 2 or 3 stitches. So.
Yeah. They all had to... Well, see, it's hard to say because some stuff is like obviously included in your job. But then if that's the case, all of this stuff technically is, so we're not going to consider that. They had to get tested when they got back.
Yeah.
They had to get tested. That's a medical thing. They probably had to give their shit, literally.
Yeah.
Well, no, because, I mean, they did that at the base, so I have a feeling it wasn't that extensive. They
were going to do it at the base, and they needed shit before, so...
Yeah.
They had to poop in a jar.
Yeah,
and give their blood.
They had to poop in a jar.
Okay.
And I don't know. I mean, that's not a medical
needs
bill,
to be paid.
though.
A technician needs to be paid to do the work.
Yeah, but I don't know.
And then if you're going to use that as an example, say, oh, well, they're doing that because of their job and stuff, then the stitches that he got on his head from the glass jar would be part of his job, too, and they would have done it at the same place.
Look, we're just making it up as we go along.
So add the fucking test.
Scully got rich off of short girl means, so she could pay. She's going to be able to pay her hospital bills, no problem.
Oh... She really did just jump. She jumped on that dude for real.
Yeah.
But after that, there's only one thing. Well, there's two things, I guess. But there's only one thing left to ask my mom. Well, there's two things. But there's only one thing left to ask my mom right now at this particular moment.
Yes.
Only because you can
Would
only
you
ask one
like
thing.
to make a guess about what the episode is? What'd you say?
I would say because you can only ask her one thing at a time.
Yeah.
So it's obviously only going to be one thing.
Stop talking shit about my mom, okay? Would you like to know the name of the next episode and make a guess on it?
Yes.
Because we like my mom to make guesses, and we give her the episode title, and she makes a guess based on only that, and we never lie to her whatsoever. Would you like to know?
Yes.
The next episode is called Space.
That's a boring name.
You're hoping for an episode.
Over here, I want it.
You're hoping for an episode 2 Deep Throat.
Yeah.
They get really weird with names. Like some of them are like a Latin or like some other
words
language.
that you can't even pronounce.
Or
sometimes.
like a place name in Russia in some instances.
Yeah.
I think Space is going to be about the space between one ear and the other and the emptiness that's in it in my head.
That's a very good guess, but you're actually completely wrong. You want to know what happens?
What?
Mulder goes to space.
Oh.
He's just up there chilling.
He goes to the moon before the rest of us.
Right? He gets his free trip early. Does he think he's gonna win?
You know what? Maybe he did. I didn't think about that.
He has to go check it out first.
Yeah, he's not going up. He's in last place as it is, so I don't think that. Or third. He's tied for third with 3 other people, so I don't think he's going to win, but we'll see.
Oh, gosh.
But, so what, the last thing I like to leave us off on is I like for each of us to say at least one thing that made us happy this week. Mom, would you like to start off?
Well, I guess the one thing that's made me happy this week is something in the future. My birthday's this weekend.
Yay!
Whoa.
God, that was loud as fuck. I'll have to turn that down. But that's awesome. You're going to be 29.
I know.
And my birthday is coming up the week after that, and I'm going to be 28.
Yay.
I'm 7.
It's really kind of the only thing that logically makes sense. How your girlfriend and your mother are both the same age. How old are you?
Oh, that's weird, yeah.
That made me think of, I like Toidles.
I like Toidles. See, you know that meme.
Yeah.
But anything else that's made you happy?
Well, I rested on Saturday. We didn't go crazy.
Like the Lord, you chose Saturday to rest instead of Sunday.
Yeah, we stayed at home Saturday.
And on the 6th day...
I was going to say, what'd you do this weekend? Because usually you guys do something on the weekend.
Yeah, Ray was like, I'm not doing anything.
We had a really fun day on Saturday. Do you want to start with the reason why we left to begin with?
Well, we don't have any cool comic book shops around us, but Saturday was free comic book day. So we went down to Atlanta and traveled all over God's creation.
Yes, we literally spent about 8 or 9 hours and probably like $150 total throughout the day. Because we stopped at 3 different comic book stores.
Wow.
One is called My Parents' Basement, which is not technically a comic book store. It's a bunch of different stuff. It's like a
they
bar,
have like
arcade,
pinball in
pinball.
there. And it's a
comic.
restaurant and bar.
Oh.
It was really cool. There was a family of 2 parents and 2 kids, a daughter and son. They were all sitting around a table playing Magic the Gathering. And the kids were like 6 and 8 or something. And they were super into it. It was so cool.
Oh.
And we went to like a dog store. We went to a place called Wayback Burgers, which was great. Where else did we go? We went to so many places. The ice cream, or the cookie, Insomnia cookies.
Insomnia cookies, yeah.
That was really good.
So fucking good, dude. I wish we had
Dang.
one here.
Where else did we stop?
Y'all partied this weekend, and I was the old lady at home.
Yeah. Well, somebody had to stay down and hold down the fort.
Yeah, that's
Stay
right.
down, stay back.
And there was like some vendors on the streets and stuff. We stopped and walked around and stuff.
Yeah.
It was really cool, but we did, because we don't know Atlanta very well, we did end up going, I literally back and forth from both sides of Atlanta like 3 different times every time we picked a place to go.
Yeah.
It was the other side of Atlanta. And we realized in this process, how big Atlanta was.
Yeah, Atlanta's fucking huge.
Because you looked up the comparisons of different cities, and Atlanta's really, really big.
I'm trying to find when Bacon Fest starts.
It's this coming Saturday. We want to go. Oh, it was this.
Oh shit! It was.
It was this past Saturday, wasn't it?
We fucking missed it again, dude.
We missed it again. It was this last Saturday.
God damn it! It snuck up on us, but we were gone all day.
Yeah,
May
we were.
2nd, I see it now.
Yeah.
Free Comic Book Day was way cooler, honestly, going to Atlanta.
Yeah. Next
but
year.
We'll do that next year for sure.
Is it going to be on Free Comic Book Day again?
It probably
No. Well, shit. If they have it the first Saturday of every May, I think that's when Free Comic Book Day is.
It's always the first Saturday of May.
Well, you know what? Next year, maybe we'll, go...
Mix it up.
Yeah, we'll go
Maybe
there.
Maybe you can go do the bacon thing and then go to Atlanta.
Yeah.
And you want to talk about what you got for your
comics?
Yes.
So, on Free Comic Book Day, I got a lot of free comic books, which is cool.
Like a good 20.
Yeah.
Golly.
Because it's 5 per person at every place.
Yeah.
Most of them, anyway.
We went to Oxford Comics and Games, which is my favorite, tied with Dr. No, in the Georgia area, which is, it used to originally be a James Bond memorabilia store, and I'm a big James Bond freak, so.
And they turned it into a comic book store. It's also like a big gaming place, like a bunch of tables for gaming and stuff in there, right?
And then we went to that other place that Mel's talked about, my parents' basement, which is like full of not ping pong, damn it, pinball machines. I keep saying ping pong.
And I mean, you keep saying ping pong and pinball, but it's just arcade, all sorts of arcade games.
Yeah, but they're mainly known online. Like when I looked them up, it's like this is a pinball arcade.
Oh, I genuinely, I don't even know if I saw an actual pinball. I just saw
there's like a ton of them along the wall.
Oh, I just saw arcade games. I wasn't paying attention.
Did they have they had one that I wanted to play. I forget what it was. It wasn't X-Files.
You saw Metal Gear on a machine you showed me.
That was like an emulator though. But they did have a Stranger Things, I think, pinball maybe. I think it was Stranger Things. That was the one I saw that I was kind of interested in. But also, while we were out, we did buy comics, and I got Zatanna Bring Down the House hardcover, which is fucking amazing. I love the art. I love the story. I love Zatanna as a character. It's just a home run for me. Zatanna is my favorite comic book character. And to that note, because Free Comic Book Day is May 2nd, on April 30th, Jamal Campbell came out with his new Zatanna series, which I did pick up. The first issue of that, and that was amazing.
And you got the foil.
Yes, I got the expensive one.
Expensive? I mean, the regular ones are like $3, or $4, and then the foil is like $7. So it's not like it's that expensive, but it is cool.
All in all, it was a pretty great day. I had so much fun, and we got to take our dog in places too, which we love, of course.
Oh,
yeah, almost everywhere we went.
Yeah.
The dog store, of course, we took her in. They had some weird stuff at the dog store.
Like I was telling you about, they had a full-on bunny head with fur on it and teeth still in the mouth.
And it was like, so many weird things. But yeah, we went to, everywhere we went, we would say, hey, do we mind if we bring our dog in with a leash? And we didn't ask at the food places, but everywhere else, it was just like, yeah, no problem.
Golly.
Everywhere was so nice.
I do want to go ahead and end this episode because it's over 2 hours, and I was just thinking about editing it.
I can't believe it.
I know. I had fun, though. This was great.
Me too.
This was a good episode.
But I guess if you don't have anything else to say, then you can always hit us up at GenXFilesPod, right, GenXFilesPod, at gmail.com for any questions, suggestions, or hypnoregressions. And the truth is out there, but we will be in here stuck inside the walls of this podcast every Tuesday from now until we die. So, thank you for listening.
Yes!
And if you've listened this far, then you are a friend.
And thank you for doing
so. We love
you.
Love you. Bye-bye.
I don't love you, but thank you for listening. Just kidding. I totally love you, but don't tell Melz.
What was that?
We made this.